And now we're going to be hearing today from Democrat candidate Robin Page. Robin, you may begin with your 1-minute opening statement.
Anybody here from District 33? A few people, great, hi. Some of you remember me that I ran last time for the state legislature. I am a Democrat, and let me explain to you what kind of a Democrat I am. I was born in Utah, in Provo, Utah, the home of Brigham Young University, to a very conservative Mormon family. I come from pioneer stock. My great-great-grandmother pulled a handcart at the age of 12 all the way from the Missouri River to Salt Lake City. So I come from a family of strong, strong women. In my family, we were taught to be self-sufficient. Nobody did anything for us. We were told, if you want something, you have to earn it. You have to work hard and you have to get it. We never missed church. In fact, in the Mormon church, we didn't just have Sunday school and church meetings on Sunday. We had them pretty much every day of the week, and we all went to that. And my parents both were always in positions of leadership within the church. As a little girl, I remember something that was very strongly impressed on me that has been the guide to my life. And that is the scripture that says, as I have loved you, love one another. I'm sorry. It has been the map for my life. I'm a single parent. I have 9 children, 2 biological sons and 7 adopted children. My 7 adopted children all have fetal alcohol syndrome and other disabilities. I'm the most honored person in the world to be able to be a mother to these children, but it has also brought me to this point to decide to be, in the state legislature, because I've seen my children suffer in our school system. I've seen our children suffer in the juvenile justice system, and I've seen my children suffer in the mental health system. And I've gone around the community, and Mr. Solano could tell you this, trying to raise awareness, trying to get more things going, but nothing seems to have happened. And so I'll talk to you some more about that in a minute, because it's red.
Stay right there, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
And the first question tonight, what is the basis of your moral compass, and how will that influence what you decide is best for your constituents and the citizens of South Dakota? 1 minute.
So let's expand a little bit. In addition to being members of the Mormon Church, my parents also belong to the John Birch Society. My father decided that we were going to have a little secret room down in our basement in the crawl space, and my brothers and I helped him literally dig out 1 bucket at a time, dirt, until we had a place underneath there for our food storage, our emergency supplies, and of course my dad's guns. All of those experiences growing up in Utah in an extremely conservative home taught me what this is all about, what our government is about, what our religious beliefs are about, what our families are about. And you can't turn away from those things even if you're a Democrat. I became a Democrat the day that I told my teacher at school that I was sick because I wanted to go home and watch the funeral of Martin Luther King. And as I sat there as a 10-year-old, I knew that day that I didn't quite have the same politics as my dad. And so let's go on to the next questions.
Next question for Robin. Robin, this is not your first campaign to seek a seat in the South Dakota legislature. If elected, please name the top 3 priorities you would like to address in your first session.
Education, number 1. Number 2, reform of the juvenile justice system. And number 3, I would really like it if we could take a serious look at mental health issues in our community and in our state. We're in dire need of a treatment facility here in West River. We have a great place over in Yankton, but if you have a loved one who has to go there for alcohol and drug treatment or for mental health services because they have long-term mental illness like schizophrenia or bipolar disorder, I can tell you from personal experience it's extremely difficult as a family member to support that person who's so far away. We have now, in our situation with the Department of Corrections, we have over 350 kids tonight from South Dakota, from Pennington County, sitting in a residential treatment program, the majority of them out of state, to the cost of $300 to $500 a day. My son that just turned 18 is one of those kids who came home recently from a program like that in Salt Lake, where there were 11 other kids from Pennington County at $500 a night. He was there for a year and a half. I think we can take that money and do something in our community so that kids can stay home and be with their families and get the support that they need for their mental health issues. And I think that that detention center out there on Highway 79 needs to have a different name on it, and it'll say alcohol and drug treatment programs for youth, because most of the kids that are out there are in there for alcohol and drug abuse issues, and so it's time that we change that. Thank you very much for letting me talk to you.
Join me in thanking Robin for coming tonight.